Oh,
The big.
okay. This is Peter. Hold on. Displacing? Wait, what am I watching? Oh yeah, okay.
Lob. It's like, oh, we got Barack Obama, we got Taylor Swift, because at some point it did feel
Dude,
like
imagine if Toast invited Taylor Swift and then it didn't invite Leslie. That would be the drama of the century.
I'm pretty sure I paused this video at the exact same spot and I said if Toast had a like Taylor Swift and didn't invite me, I would be so mad. Like I'm pretty sure we paused at the exact same time and commented about that. But it's cuz it's true. I would be mad. I would be, but it's okay, you know? Like it's more of like if he had one spot and I would say he should pick Yvonne.
6 months, yes.
I guess. But if he has two, well, me and Yvonne could share a headset and a mic, and we'd play as one. We'd each be one leg of the Among Us. You know, I think we'd have to do something like that. We'd have to. Yeah.
that where like the super big streamers that only.
Yeah. Like 5 exactly. Taylor would never play Among Us. Yeah, I feel like that's not really her game, or she doesn't seem like the kind that would play Among Us either. But you know, you never know. I mean, you really never know who be playing Among Us. Speaking of Yvonne, oh gosh, what are these clips? So this one, okay, that one's not working.
I'm not
Have a Decken manga.
gonna tell her about the jacket. Jay Menace, thank you for the 100 bits.
Oh, that's real nice.
Muy nice, thank you for the 100 bits. Latte, thank you for tier 1 for 4 months.
Peter.
She's expected, thank you for the 100 bits.
Hava Decken?
Hava Decken. Hava Decken.
Oh, that's real nice.
One brand name jacket or a Genshin Impact
Hava
library.
Decken.
I don't know what to think. PCP.
I already know it's gonna be something.
Wait, there's no matches.
Can I predict? Have a Decken your butt.
That's
Oh
real
shit! No!
Hava Decken your butt keck again. Happy
Oh
anniversary.
my gosh! I predicted it. I'm insane. I guess that wasn't like that crazy.
Wait, there's no matches.
Oh, that.
But I mean, that was pretty good. Oh, was it on the screen? Well, I didn't read it at that time. I predicted it. That one was actually me predicting. Okay. I predicted it. Okay. Okay, let's try this clip. I'm just clicking on random
That
things.
Leslie had a college degree in like biology. Like she's smart, guys. Leslie's like smart. You know what I mean? You just like wouldn't know it. I mean, sorry. That's no. I'm not. No. What I mean is like you wouldn't know that she's like a biology major because there's no. Okay, guys, you're misunderstanding what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is you wouldn't like see her as like you. There's.
He has a point. I come off as smart, but not like bio. Like you, because I'm not like randomly talking about like bio facts. But like people would say I'm smart, I feel. Actually, I think so. Right? No, actually, you guys know I have a degree. I have a degree in biology from UC Irvine, and which, by the way, their bio degree, their bio program is very competitive, and I got actually I don't remember my GPA, but I got it was pretty good. I never got a single C in college. Not one single C. I got 1 B- in biochemistry, and that was it. But other than that, that was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know where my degree is, but I have it. Grades don't make you smart. That's kind of true. I actually like fully believe that because I don't actually think I'm very smart. I'm not stupid, but I just don't think I'm that smart. Like if you looked at my GPA, you'd be like, yeah, my GPA just says, wow, you can memorize things. Like, cool. You can memorize things in a 2-week period. Like if you put in the effort, that's all my degree says. I know because that's how I got all the A's, and I just studied. And people who have I have a good work ethic. I think it shows more your work ethic, if anything, right? Like I work hard, but I think like people who are just smarter, they just work less hard, and then they get it like that. I'm a studious person, but I'm not necessarily smart. But work ethic does show for something, you know. And I think overall college, what it was like very great experience. It taught me how to socialize. I met so many people from different backgrounds and different, like, it just made me like realize, like, it just was like, you socialize with people. You can tell when you meet someone who, like, you know, like lacks a lot of social interaction, because like you feel like they don't, you know, there's like a bit of a disconnect. But college is what it did, is just like so much. So I talked to so many different people, and I learned like, or if people were nice, people were mean. I learned what kind of person, like, some people like would call me out on certain things I'd say or things I do, and I'm like, oh, that's not okay, or this isn't good, or whatever. And then I kind of like shaped myself to be a little bit better and better and better, and then it was very useful in that sense. List of people going to Vegas. I don't have a list. Sorry, just a lot of people ask me for a list. I don't have
That
a
Leslie
list.
had a college degree.
Jeez. You can find out on Twitter at some point or something. Were you in any clubs or orgs in Vegas? Wait, sorry, in college. I was in some clubs. I was in an a cappella group, and I was in a biocide peer tutoring program, and then I was in, what else was I in? I was in that. Yeah. Thanks for all the great content during the pandemic while I was unemployed. Now that I got my dream job as a professor, I hereby grant you a PhD.
You're both smart and hilarious.
Sopalsiv with the $200. Thank you very much. Now I officially have a PhD. Thank you, Sopalsiv. That was my old dream job too. I wanted to become a professor when I was in college. When I realized I didn't want to be a doctor anymore, I was like, well, I'd like to teach. And then my first thought was to get my PhD and become a professor. And that was my goal for like a little bit. And then I realized I don't think I could like stick it out through all the research. And I didn't know what the heck I wanted to have my PhD in. I felt like I was just going to get my PhD in a class that I like did well in, which it didn't really make sense to commit my life to like studying axolotls. That's what it would have been, like limb regeneration and axolotls. That was like the specific research like a line I was going to go down. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm like passionate enough to like do this, you know? It seems okay. Yeah, we studied axolotls like heavily in developmental biology because you figure out, because their limbs can regenerate. So we're like, what is it about axolotls where you can cut off their limbs and they'll regrow? That why can't we have that? You know, so that's what we were studying a lot of. And then that was the class I did really well in, and I tutored through for 3 quarters. And then my teacher was like, hey, you know, if you wanted to do research with me, like you should do it. And he wrote me my letter of rec and everything. And he actually asked me if I wanted him to write my letter of rec. That was like the craziest thing, because I was going to ask him. I was so nervous. And he just stopped me at like one of the last days of class after I'd been like his PA for a while. And he's like, or TA. And then he's like, hey, like, if you wanted me to write your letter of rec, like, let me know. I would love to. And I was like, yes, I would love that. Because asking professors to write a letter of rec for you is so scary. Like, I was mentally building up to how to ask my professors. I don't know how many of you guys like go through that, like, because after college, like maybe for a job or for like if you're trying to get your anything, maybe get into like grad school, med school, they require letters of rec. And so like it's hard to ask a professor that you made no impression on. Like if I got a B in a class and I never talked to them once, like, hey, just wondering if you could write me a letter of rec, like what it's gonna be so like mediocre. So like the whole quarter, I'm like, no, I want a letter of rec from the specific teacher. So I have to kind of like, you know, like warm them up and like make them like me and like do really well and go to always ask them, stay after class and ask questions. I do not miss college. Sorry, just that made me stressed.